And we're pleased now to be joined by one of the legends here ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup. Jill Ellis joining us. And Jill, you've been around soccer for so long. You're a legend when it comes to the game of football, to the game of soccer. Now we have this international tournament kind of culminating here in the United States, with Charlotte being one of the host cities. What's it like to see the game grow, not just in the United States, but especially in Charlotte?
I mean, it's extraordinary in a way, because I came here back in the day when there was NASL, there was no women's leagues, and to see the sport and fill out stadiums like this with soccer, it's truly incredible. I mean, to bring some of the best players in the world here this summer to come and play, girls and boys can come and watch their heroes that usually, typically in America you watch it Saturday and Sunday on TV. To see it live, I think it just speaks volumes about where we are as a culture of sport and soccer in this country.
The FIFA Club World Cup, it's the best of the best. Charlotte will have Real Madrid, will have the likes of Bayern Munich, Benfica, great teams, Pachuca, great teams that will represent corners of the globe. To see a city like this be able to not only host a tournament like this, but really excel when it comes to the audience that is here, that supports that. What does that mean for the game of soccer?
Well, I think it's a huge compliment to the city of Charlotte, because, part of the analysis that you do here at FIFA is to make sure that there's a place that's going to welcome this, embrace this. And so knowing the fan base here, knowing the support that the club, the MLS club teams had here, I think was a big reason why FIFA chose Charlotte. But again, I think you're seeing some of the beauty of the Club World Cup is you're seeing players from Real Madrid, from Benfica. You're seeing some of the best players in the world here. And it just, I think for people to see it live, it's like nothing else. And the culture and bringing all that together, there's going to be nothing like it. So I think it just speaks a lot about where Charlotte is in terms of its willingness to embrace, it's definitely a sports town. Now it's a soccer town.
That's right.
I love it.
Now, you mentioned it earlier in your answer there, so important for youth, for both boys and girls, to see that representation on the pitch. I'm a father of two. I have a 4-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old daughter. How important is it, specifically for the women out there, to see the growth here, but to also see the representation on the pitch?
Well, it's key. I think, listen, already we're talking about the Women's World Cup coming here in 2031. This is a great opportunity for local people here to come and see the best in the world, the best talent. And I think, regardless, I've coached a long time. I've had little boys wearing women's jerseys, Alex Morgan jerseys. So I think it becomes genderless in a way. It's about seeing the very best execute at the highest level, and the excitement and the passion that you get. There's nothing quite like, and I'm sure that, I want to come to a Charlotte game, because there's nothing like being in a stadium with soccer supporters, because the singing, the chanting, the on the edge of your seat, there's no distractions. It's 90 minutes of action. So I think it will inspire kids to pick up a ball, go out and play, but also, especially for girls, to know that there's a pathway. When I was playing and coaching, there was very few females in the game. Now to see we've got a professional league, that the Women's World Cup is coming in 2031, I think it adds to just the overall allure of this being a soccer country.
And for the families out there, maybe it's the parents, the kids, or just spectators in general, that are now starting to gain interest in the game of soccer, in the game of football, particularly because of how well Charlotte FC has played here in the Queen City. For those folks that now know that this global tournament, the FIFA Club World Cup, is going to be here in the Queen City, what's your message to them to catch one of those games?
Well, absolutely, 100% come out and feel it. I think, we always sort of say, FOMO, it's like, don't miss it. The last Men's World Cup was in '94. You don't want to be another 30 years to sort of wait and have something like this in your backyard. Because I always sort of say, you get the hardcore fans, but we also want those curious fans, those fans that want to experience it for the first time, to come out, have a great family, entertainment, excitement, and get a real sense of and feel of the global game. This is men and women. This is the global game, and it's exciting. It's fun.
And you are one of the legends that is here, one of the legends not just in the United States, but all over the world, that has been promoting this fantastic game of soccer, of football. Again, the FIFA Club World Cup coming to Charlotte. 4 matches will be here at Bank of America Stadium, and my pleasure to be joined by Jill Ellis, one of the legends of all of soccer. Thanks, Jill.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.